except you won't have to go to work. Physically, the world will be the same. You'll have the same buildings, the same, basically everything's the same. Nothing's changing. Except people's perception will change. Your clarity will be different. But in terms of the physical existence, it'll be the same physical existence. I mean, there'll be different levels of bounty, right? Because the Torah says, if you go on my way, things will be better. Bracha will be outstanding, but it'll all be within a physical context. It's not going to be, the sea's not going to split every morning, Whatever nature is, that nature will continue. No. Disease is only a consequence of sin. You understand? That's a consequence of something else. That's disease, or ailment, or people being hurt, or people being killed. That's something else. I'm not sure. There's a question. I mean, the Rambam rules like Shmuel. Yet the pasuk says there's no Yetzer Hara. When the Mashiach comes, there's no Yetzer Hara any longer. But yet you have Ori Miklot. You have cities of refuge. They're going to add 3 other cities of refuge when Mashiach comes. But a city of refuge is what for a person who kills inadvertently. So people will be killed. They'll be killed. They deserve to. That's the Gemara. The Gemara in Marcus. 2 people were in an inn. One took the upper bunk, the lower bunk, and he fell. Okay, that's atonement. That's kapara. Like you said, that's to atone from previously. That's pre-Mashiach. Okay. We're holding Gimel 264. Yesh mishom shein omrim Hoshana b'Shabbos lo nogu kain. There are those who say that we don't say Hoshana on Shabbos because we don't have the lulav, the esrog and lulav. But he says that's definitely not the minhag. As he said, we open the Aron Kodesh. We don't take the Sefer Torah to the bima, but we do say Hoshanas as we normally would say. Hoshanas. Mishna Berura shein omrim Hoshana b'Shabbos. Taimom ne'atinoka shishmu shomrim b'Shabbos kmo b'chol v'yelchu gam lito lulav. He says, why shouldn't you say Hoshanas? He's, of course, we're concerned that the children, they see Hoshanas right away and go run and get the lulavim. And therefore, they'll be doing the wrong thing, the children. So therefore, to prevent this from happening, he says, but factually, since we don't encircle the bima on Shabbos, they'll understand not to go get. No, lulav means goes hand in hand. It goes hand in hand. The question is when the kids show up. Yeah. Okay. Belel Yom Tov Sheni Omer Kiddush. Right? We Sveika the Yoma. So if you're out the second night of Yom Tov, you say Kiddush again. Right? It's not speaking there at Sukkos. You don't say Kiddush the second night of Sukkos because it's Chonamoid. So you say Kiddush, Uzman, Achrov Miyad. You say Shechion immediately. V'akach Birchas Sukkah, Dasa Rosh. And then afterwards, Leisha B'Sukkah said at the end. Right? We differentiate the first night and the second night. Chen Roy Lino, that's where you should conduct yourself. We say to Shechion at a different location the first night and the second night. Because the first day, Shechion goes back on the Yom Tif, also goes back on the building of the Sukkah. The second day, that we've already set it on the Sukkah, so therefore, the Shechion should go right after the Kiddush, and Leisha B'Sukkah, because that's the end. That's the last thing we're doing. After all 3. That's the third bracha. Okay. Sukkah d'zman lo koyel la Kiddush la Sukkah. Because the second day, the Shechion is going on Kiddush, but not on the Sukkah. Da'afim yom rishon chol yotze b'zman the Sukkah. L'gorem ilu berach b'zman b'shas asiyah Sukkah the yotze. Right? Why do we keep 2 days? Because one, we're not sure which day is the day. So let's say the first day happens to be chol. So we already yotze Shechion, because even the halacha is even if you say Shechion before Yom Tiv, on the building of the Sukkah, the Shechion is valid. It's not a bracha of hatola. Hilchot l'hafsik b'Sukkah ben Kiddush l'zman. Therefore, we don't interrupt between the Kiddush and the Zman. Ochemish lo ochal laila rishon of the Sukkah. Hear this? What happens first? For some reason, First night of Sukkot, person couldn't locate a sukkah. Right? Gam lavoch shakris loocha, and in the morning he didn't. Yevorech v'loshniya sukkah da'akar zman does zman yekoya shneim. Okay, so there, the second day he should conduct himself like the first day, because the first day he didn't say the zman at the end, so he says it on the second day. Simple. V'chein roi linog. V'nei radvaz chil galv sim memvov ha'marshal datom kaviyezi del olam sukkah v'akar zman. That you always say Leisha Basukah before the Shechion, even the second night. He's quoting the Radvaz and the Marshal. The Aviyezi, who's a Rishon, L'olam Sukkah V'akazman. First you say Leisha Basukah, and then you say Shechionu. Komakom lo mikri hefsik ma she'omrim beintayim birchas sukkah. V'dum don omrim k'shechol yom t'motzei Shabbos yak nahaz. Api shazman eino chozel havdolo, kim al kiddush. Chanami hazman chozel al kiddush lefnei asukah yeshulchim shetiku dinim kamosam. Okay, misharotze lino kain ein mochem yodi. He says, if you don't want to conduct yourself like the Mechaber, since there are other opinions who disagree, it's fine. Komokom im kama balibatu ochlim b'sukkah achas. Lo yu chalukim b'minhogim b'zeh. It's interesting. He says, let's say you have many people, and everybody does this different thing. Right? It's the wrong thing to do. Everybody you should have a uniform way. Like in one shul, people openly, they conduct themselves differently. And the kiddush should say out loud. So one person saying Shechionu at the end, the second night, and other people are saying Shechionu between the kiddush and Leisha Basukah. He says, in that situation, it's best people should have a uniform minhag. Chasidim achimas osim lezecha simchas b'shoevo. Liosnorim baleila shel cholamoid sukkos laharbis b'smirus shvochim is a custom. He says the Hasidim achimas people are meticulous in their how they perform mitzvahs. They stay up during the nights of cholamoid to increase the levels of zmiros or shishbochos umarbim neiros basukah. Below saying the sukkah is more illuminated. Gambar biboti medroshos nogel harbos beneiros betfilas arvis cholamoid b'chol gazeh. Okay, it's not our minhag. They have the same lights on with electric lights. You don't light special lights to indicate that it's simple shev. You sold the sheshavoda, ein shom she'erach b'zeh. Everybody's so into their own thing that nobody sees anybody else. Nobody, seriously, nobody notices anybody else. But I mean, Rav Moshe says that that regarding a person normally says kedusha like Ashkenaz, you say lumasam brachim meiru, and you davening with nusach sfard, you should not say lumasam brachim meiru. You say mishavchim b'omrim, and vice versa. Person normally davens nusach sfardis with Ashkenaz. Same thing with Tafnun, right? Nusach sfard they say vidui, right? They say Hashem Bagadnu. Says if a person is with an Ashkenaz minyan, he should not say vidu, because meaning Ashkenaz they don't say vidu with the Tafnun. Other people not sensitive. People do what they do. That's why that's you to yourself. It's not out loud. Not out loud. Yeah. Right. You wanted some people. Where is Pesukah? This is what Hodu. This is what Baruch Shemar. It's irrelevant. Same thing. Like the Mechaber. That's the way most people conduct themselves. Like the Mechaber. Reverse the order. Right. Seder Tfilos Yom Sheni Shel Sukkos. B'Yom Sheni Mevorach Al Tilos Lulav. Although it's only rabbinical, on the second day again we say Al Tilas Lulav. Shar Yomim, Mishna Berura. Davagav Chol Yom Chutz Min Arishon Hurak Midrabanan. Although the other days are only rabbinical. Zeichel Migdosh Shayim Mitzvah L'Smoch Sham BaMitzvah Hi Kol Shivas Yomim. Right, it's all Zeichel Migdosh. In the base of Migdosh, mitzvah was a 7-day mitzvah on the Torah level. It says Usmachtem L'Fnei Hashem Elokechem Shivas Yomim. You should rejoice 7 days. There's no Rebbe Yoshev. He would go to the Kosel, because according to Rambam, when it says Smachtel Fnei Hashem Elokechem, doesn't mean in the base of English. It's if you see the Kosel, that's good enough. Afilu och shaykh levorach oleo v'loma v'tzivonu. It's Gemara in Shabbos. We say l'hatl ner shel Chanukah. Right? It's rabbinical. Gemara says, what we say, Asher kiddushanu b'mitzvosov v'tzivonu. How do we say that he commanded us? So Gemara quotes this pasuk. Because it says, Lo sosum kol advarim sheyigidu l'cho. You should not deviate from all that they what? They tell you, the chachomim. So whenever they tell you, the Torah says you must follow the words of the chachom. That's ashit tzivonu. That's v'tzivonu. So this is the worst than the rabbinical obligation. Okay? I mean, it's interesting that he has to tell me this. Why does he have to tell me this? It's a regular rabbinic law. You take the lulav every day. Could be the reason why he has to go out of his way to tell me this here is because of what? Because by Hoshana. On Hoshana Rabbah, we take the Hoshana. This whole question whether you say bracha on the Hoshana. Right? So Mar says, because it's only minog, therefore you don't say the bracha on the Hoshana. So you'd say maybe here also it's a minog. Zechel Migdosh. So Mar says, no, this is a regular, they legislated Zechel Migdosh that you should conduct yourself as if you have, it's a rabbinic obligation. Not just a minog. Like, not eating rice, Ashkenaz doesn't eat rice or other minhagim we have. Okay? It's a minog. No, it's a minog Nevi'im, the Gemara says. Nevi'im. We're sensitive about Nevi'im, so therefore you have to do it, but a bracha you don't say. Einu vorach zman b'yom sheni shel al lulav. One does not say shechianu. Elam kein chol yom rishon Shabbos, unless the first day fell on a Shabbos. So since you didn't say you have to shechianu, right on the lulav, so you say shechianu on the second day. Einu vorach zman b'yom sheni d'mon of shach. Yotza ma'asheomer yom rishon zman afim hu chol logor ma'asheomer zman b'shas asiyas al lulav diyotza. Oh, now we have a problem. What about kiddush? He says because you're ready with yotzei. The first day. How will you say first day? You said shechianu the first day. So that's why you don't say shechianu the second day. No, so he's asking. No, kiddush, right? Kiddush. You say shechianu the second day. We say shechianu the first day. You say because it's Sfeik Yoma. So the lulav also, you take it the first day, you say shechianu the second day. Why do we differentiate? You're quoting a Gemara. No, this is not I said. It's a Gemara. So we learned the Gemara in Vaeira. Gemara says that Kiddush, we say, how do you say Kiddush on 2 days of Yom Tiv? Right? We say Sofik Brachos Lahakel. Right? So what's the answer? So Gemara says, and especially today we know which day is Yom Tiv. Gemara says, because we wouldn't say Kiddush, how would people treat the day? They treat the day as an ordinary day, so therefore, it should be treated as a Yom Tiv. Therefore, we don't make any differentiation with the second day. It's Gemara in Vaeira. So he said, but here we're making a differentiation. In the sukkah, we say shechianu the first day and the second day. We take the lulav, right? We don't. Or let's say kiddush. You say kiddush every two. First day Pesach, second day Pesach. Right? And kiddush is rabbinical. But we say shechianu the first day and the second day we say kiddush. Right? Why do we differentiate? I mean, there, first of all, what is kiddush going? Shechianu going on there? It's going on the Yom Tiv. Here it's going on the mitzvah, right? The mitzvah lulav. We'll see. So he's making a differentiation. Lo domi lekiddush, shombo lo sheni zman. She says also who b'shvil hayom v'lo b'shvil hasukah. There it's because of the day, as David said. There it's the day, the Yom Tiv. What do you say, Sheikhon? It's the Yom Tiv. It's not because of the mitzvah of the sukkah. V'avagav the gabi shofar minoged lo mezman afil b'Yom Tiv sheni. Shani Yosem Fom Ikar Akdusha who be Yom Sheni, Kmoshkosov Shem Sim Tavresh. He's not explaining why. Elm Kechol Yom Rishon B'Shabbos, the Sorach Levorach Zman B'Sheni. If the first day Sukkot falls out on Shabbos, so you didn't take the lulav, so that's when you say Shechianu. Shupam Rishon Shenot Lekev Shlomer B'Rishon. V'adinim Lo Nota Lulav Ad Yom Shvi. What happens? Person wasn't able to come upon a lulav till the 7th day of Yom Tov. You say Shechianu the 7th day. The Vorach Zman B'Shvi. Same thing with the sukkah. Person could not come upon a sukkah till the 7th day. So he says shechianu on the 7th day. Just recently, what was it? That until a certain point, even in the United States, people, they would very rarely sit in the sukkah. Very rarely. sukkahs weren't that available. There were certain, even certain boroughs in New York City. You know, the government, it was you had to have a permit, a building permit to put up a sukkah. So you couldn't build a sukkah, otherwise you'd be fined. People barely could put the food on the table. Imagine being fined, you have to pay a fine. People weren't able to have the sukkah. So once in a while, they would come upon a sukkah, whether it's the shul or one person who was wealthier, he was able to have a sukkah. But it was something very rare that you were able to have a sukkah. That's a joke you heard when you were 6 years old. Okay. Yeah, that's enough. Esmo. Okay, to be continued.